not much time left. Again, I'm just kind of feeling a bit. Let's put it this way. I did a lot of notes. Went through a lot of lectures, and I don't feel like there's still things that I feel like I don't know if I practice well. Does that make sense? That's the best way to word it out. And I've been like thinking it through. How do I spend the last few minutes? So how do I spend the last few days I have left for preparation? And I feel like you gotta practice recalling. That's the best thing. Note taking is feels like I'm trying to solidify the information that I pick up from exposure, making it more practical with information that I'm using. But what I'm going to try to do is like spaced repetition on a format. So just take the information that I think is necessary for each topic and uh, review it. So watch it, see if you can recall without looking at it, and then switch over. So it's like script taking from a massive amount of information. Just seeing if I can remember. Uh, well, essentially that's it. See if I can remember things from the basics, from the large bulk of information I have, because there's a lot. There's a lot in medicine. The main thing I gotta be able to make sure that I know there's no gap of knowledge is I follow a format structure and that I'm able to recall these information when I see them appear in the exam. I'm not gonna lie. Being in a hospital or being in a practice GP practice would have been a lot easier for me to do that. But unfortunately, when I came here, the resources that I was going to go through to practice just were not available. So like I'm handicapped even in the way I wanted to practice from what would have been an ideal state of mind for me. So I have to do it on my own because again, there's just no one around me understands the importance of having practicality and methodical practice when studying and trying your best to recall things. They're too they don't study methodically in a way that's efficient. Efficiency is always better than just large volumes of saying you're studying. No, methodical practice that makes you orient towards to your clear assessment is the best way to practice. Reading a book 1 2 hours, it's not better than reading a book, but taking in bits of information and practicing that as your script is way better than spending 2 3 4 hours rereading the book, rereading the book, rereading the book. You're just being stupid. Like if your exam is a multiple choice question and you have to go by recognition, then yeah, questions and reading a book for familiarity on things may feel like the best abstract way of learning things. But for what I need to do, I need to pull out efficiently information on common cases that I think will appear for me, so that when I see it, I know exactly what I'm recalling in sequence. Practicing on patients would have been good for me as well. But availability of that is just not there. So very limited time, but that's why I'm going to be trying to reinforce in my learning for the last remaining 3 days for OSCE practice. All right, wish me luck, and thank you for joining me with the journey on finishing how I do on trying to handle my circumstances in an exam. So I did my best on it, and I felt good, and move on to other stuff. Thank you.